Hi there. So in our last video, we were talking about how looking at your body as, because it renews, basically every 7 years, you have pretty much a new body at the cellular level. We looked at that for a perspective on exercise or your fitness or health journey. So, we talked about how a lot of people have never exercised except for to punish themselves for being too large. And we talked about like a different perspective of how each decision you make for this new body is exciting. Like if you're building a house. So in your body, you're choosing muscle to regulate blood sugar, to increase your health span, which is the number of years you can move well and be disease free. Also, choosing movement to increase your blood flow, make your joints healthy, and increase your metabolism and your cardiovascular health, and decrease the risk of Alzheimer's and cancer, among other things. You're choosing nutrition to support that cellular regeneration and recovery, and natural light to support your mitochondria health. But is it that easy to know what to choose and the quantities which to choose them and how to best fit it into your lifestyle, as well as how to proceed if you hit a snag? So that brings us to today's topic. In my experience, when someone's building a new house, they almost always hire a contractor. So if you did not, it would be really overwhelming and stressful, right? And you want to find those that are best at what they do, to know like in what order to hire them. You need a contractor. In some cases, even to know like if you needed them all, I would probably definitely leave some out if I was trying to build a house. So when you're wanting to hire a contractor, you're wanting someone who is knowledgeable, who has experience, excuse me. So when designing just what you want out of this new body that you're choosing every single day, you're making choices for your new body in 7 years. The stakes are just as high, maybe even higher. So what do you look for in a contractor for a house? You look for someone who grasps your vision of what the new house is going to look like, who knows what you want, or can understand that from you, how you want your house to function, how you want it to fit your lifestyle, what your lifestyle's like, so that the house will fit that. Like everything from fixtures to, flooring is important for your lifestyle. And basically how you want your house to serve you. They need knowledge of good subcontractors. So you need to trust them to get reliable ones. In your health journey, it's the same. So you're wanting to get fit or to change something about your health because you want it to fit your lifestyle. You want your body to fit your lifestyle. You want your body to serve you in the lifestyle you want. In your health journey, like for your new body, the getting like the right contractors is comparable to which levers to pull to get your results. So resistance training, which of your muscles are tight, which of them are weak, how do you correct muscle imbalances, and then lifestyle levers as well, such as like nutrition, getting enough sunlight, getting enough rest, getting enough sleep. You want them to be able to pull those levers so that you can get the best results, like the quickest. So you don't want the cheapest, who will give you like shoddy results, but you don't want to overpay either. You don't want like the most expensive just because they're the most expensive when you're hiring a contractor. On your wellness journey, there are expenses, right? Things to purchase, time spent on strategies. You want to grab the lowest hanging fruit. You want to do the activities that are going to get you the results fastest with the least amount of effort. I find that, I really believe that the number one reason people quit on their fitness journey is because it's hard to get those habits and you're exerting so much energy, it feels unsustainable. So someone to help you know which things to exert your energy on so you're not like doing tons at first and not getting very much results can make or break your health journey. Also, you don't want to overpay in hours spent and unnecessary effort, and you want results, the same as hiring a contractor for a house. So budget, sometimes more is less. So a more expensive contractor can sometimes save you money in the long run. New body, same. Getting the right contractor or person to help you in your fitness journey, like a coach, may look expensive up front, but it can save you money and effort and energy in the long run, and ultimately could make or break your new fitness journey. So this is not a place to go cheap when you're hiring a contractor or you're hiring a coach. I'm not saying you want to necessarily go out and get the most expensive one in either case, but you want to make your decision on the one who's going to save you headache, money, effort, and your time. And that might not be the very, very cheapest up front. So DIYing your fitness journey, or getting a new body, it is easy to go over budget. You may have experienced this with your own DIY projects, like you think, oh, well, I'm not going to just buy that. I'm going to build it because I can do it a lot cheaper. You think you're going to save yourself money, but after you buy the tools you need to get started, you learn the skill, you have to buy more tools because you didn't plan on them all at first because you didn't know what you were doing. So if you've ever built like maybe a chicken coop or decided to do your own car detailing, had plumbing problems, you might have experienced this already. I'm not saying DIY is ever a bad thing. I like to DIY. But we have all experienced those projects that are just a little out of our league that end up being more expensive than if we had to just spot it in the first place, especially if you factor in your time. So building a brand new body at a cellular level is easy to think of coaching as a luxury, or most people think of coaching as just something that only athletes or competition like bodybuilders or something, it's only for their purposes. It's easy to think it's expensive. You buy a workout, the package that you buy online doesn't work out. Either you're not motivated or the movements, you just can't quite do them. You don't feel like you're getting results from it. So you go buy a gym membership, but then you don't go. Or maybe you putter around this machine and that, and try this routine or that one, which is better than nothing for sure, but won't get you the results for the function that you need. So then it turns out like hiring a subcontractor that only works randomly and then messes around when he is there. And you just have to hire another one, and you probably end up spending more on that part of the job than you would have if you had got a good contractor in the first place. So then you might have to buy a virtual program, you decide. Maybe you just decide, like, all this, I'm just going to walk. Walking's healthy, right? But just walking isn't going to get you the results that you're aiming for. Walking is great, but it's not the whole picture. So all this adds up with money, time, effort, and it costs you more in the long run than finding a good coach, both in time, effort, and sometimes money. So most people are happy to pay for a contractor to build a new house, to get the house of their dreams that function the way they want for their lifestyle. It's just like a no-brainer for most people. No body, same thing. So being your own contractor for a new house isn't typical. Has it been done? It was certainly. A few people who are motivated, disciplined, have the ability to educate themselves, they're patient, and willing to put in a lot of time and effort. They do it, and they do it well. But it's not the norm. And for most people, it's not even an option. It doesn't even cross their mind. So, like those DIY projects we talked about, sometimes you know people who do them. And when you see the end result, it's like, I think you should have bought the pre-made thing. You don't tell them that. But that's what you're thinking. New body, same. Hey, at least you probably won't see the difference in the size of your biceps. Most people do have some muscle imbalances that it does cause them pain in everyday movements. We just don't realize why that pain or where it's coming from. So also with DIYing your health journey there, like decision fatigue, maybe you don't see results, like you're working really hard and you're not seeing results. You might quit because of these things, or you might just never reach the point where your body is serving you like you want it to. Maybe you can't shop all day without back pain or knee pain or in your feet. You can't run around all day at amusement parks. You have to be that grandma who sits out and rests. You can't keep up with the grandkids at the park. You can't get out of bed for a whole day after cooking for a family event. You think it's just the way I am, or it's not possible for me to get fit. I'm too old. Or how about this one? I just have bad genes. No matter what I do, I'm going to have these diseases and I'm going to have this growing old pain. That's what happens a lot of times when people DIY their own fitness journey. So, just like hiring a contractor to build a new house makes sense in most cases, hiring a coach to help you make decisions and for guidance